There's no end to it. Amazing. People, Red Dead Redemption. You must have all played this game. What was your other question? Psychonauts? Can't say that I have. I need to play it apparently. Psychonauts?
Yeah. Like astronauts. It's on the PS2.
A summer camp for psychic kids. Sweet. I'll look into it. Yes. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Summer Wars?
I have. Yeah, Summer Wars is great. Mike McFarlane directed it, and Brina Palencia, Mike Soto-Nicholas are in it. It's really good. It almost got nominated for an Oscar. So close. Almost. Yeah, animated films, they don't get any love unless they're made by Pixar.
Not Spirited Away.
I know. Yes. I'm not telling that's a secret, yes.
Back in the box.
The weirdest thing I've ever signed. Well, there was a kid one time that brought me this bright, shiny new saxophone. Literally, saxophone. Polished, laid it on the table. I was like, that's a saxophone. He's like, I want you to sign it. I'm like, you want me to sign? You're a saxophone? He's like, yeah. I'm like, is it yours? He goes, no, it's my school's. Sweet. Explain that one. I think it was his. I hope. I can't be held responsible for these things. Weird gifts, man. We get weird gifts. We got a piece of notebook paper folded up one time, a nice little square, and inside of it was hair.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that, people. Don't do that. It's so strange. And don't give me Jell-O pudding snacks either. Seriously, I've been given like 300 pieces of Jell-O pudding, and I throw it away every time. I'm like, awesome, thank you. So I'm not gonna eat it. I'll just give it back to you. I'll sign it and give you Jell-O back. And then you'll have to explain why you have signed Jell-O pudding snacks on your shelf. I think that's fair. Yes?
If you could be like any Marvel vs. Capcom character, who would it be?
Ooh, Marvel vs. Capcom. Capcom. I would be, oh gosh, I don't know. It's hard. The Hulk? Captain America? Thor? For you? Bang. All of them. Any of them. Just I'd have powers. That would be sweet. Not that I don't have powers. You just don't know who they are. Yes.
I have two questions actually. Why, whenever you have characters with superpowers, you always get stuck with fire? And have there ever been any lines as a voice actor that you were just cracking up in the booth and thought you could not say?
All the time. All the time. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the fire thing. I played Ace Fire Fist in One Piece. I played Roy Mustang. I played the Human Torch. I played Pierre in Aquarion that had the fire kick. What else am I missing? There's a lot of fire in my world. As far as the lines go, it depends on who the writer is of that show. There are some fantastic script adapters, because as you know, we get basically a direct translation of what is said in the show, which usually makes no sense. And then it's up to someone to write that in a way that stays as close to the translation as possible, but actually makes sense. For instance, there was a show called Glass Feet He took one step and his feet broke. It was horrible. Glass Fleet. There was a character I played named Cleo who had this awesome 80s rocker hair and these like leather pants and a sword and fingerless gloves. Total awesome character. Right. He had a harmonica that he would throw in the air in dramatic situations, catch it, play a few notes, and then say, "Feel my wind." Feel my wind. When you see that on a script, line 239 is "Feel my wind," period. There is no way to make that sound cool. You look at the director and go, "Really? Feel my wind? Is he farting? What is this? Wind?" And the director looks at you and goes, just say the words, Travis. Beep, beep, beep. Feel my wind. Which was only followed by Laura's response in one episode where she goes, I can feel it. I can feel your wind. Straight faces were not had for like 20 minutes when recording those lines. We would have had a blooper reel, but it wouldn't have been approved at anything less than an X rating because it was just like, what the beep is this beep line? And it happens all the time. Naruto? Dude, half the stuff we say in that show, we're like, what? There's like Spanish terms being thrown into Naruto now. It's like, what? What is this? Bleach 2. No, I will not say it, because I don't know it. You learn it for 5 seconds, and however long it takes you to say the line, and as soon as you say it, you forget it. Somebody was like, can you write a line next to your character? I was like, I don't know any. I don't remember any. Unless we say it like repetitively at cons. You know, like, I love dogs! Can't forget that, it's 3 words. But yeah, you just forget it as soon as you say it. Because that's the problem, we don't actually get to, you guys know this, we don't get to read the whole script. Most of the time we don't have any idea what's going on in that particular episode. The director goes, okay, so the guy standing across from you is your enemy, and you're trying to kill each other, ready, go. That's what you get. So you start talking about your jutsu, and you're like, I don't know what that is. Yes? Ooh, that's a good question. Blue team. Sorry, red team. I like blue.
Oh, me? Okay. This is kind of like a serious question because I've been asking around this. How do you feel about the budget cuts affecting the visual and performing arts?
Budget cuts affecting the visual and performing arts. It is so sad. It is so sad because the world is full of creative people. I mean, it's hard, There's budget cuts going on everywhere. The economy sucks. The anime industry is going. So it's all very unfortunate. I would like to also add that illegal downloading is killing the anime industry. Everybody knows that. Whether you choose to acknowledge it or not is up to you. Just don't do it. Pay for the stuff that you like, and then we can continue to do it. But yes, budget cuts suck. Truly. Yes.
Could you tell the pudding story?
No, gosh, just don't eat pudding if it's rotten. It was so bad. I was watching a movie one night. We had all the lights off in the living room, and the only light coming from the room, obviously, was coming from the TV. And I wanted a snack and a beverage or something like that. And I went into the kitchen, and the refrigerator was right inside the doorway. So while leaning out of the kitchen, watching the movie, opening the door, I saw a Jell-O pudding snack, which was like an impulsive buy. By the way, when you go in the grocery store, if you go in by yourself, don't ever go shopping hungry, first of all, because then you buy too much stuff. Yeah, and like Jell-O pudding snacks I hadn't had since I was like, I don't know, 13, 12 or whatever. So it's like seeing Tang. You're like, oh yes, I'll have it. So I saw Jell-O pudding snacks, grabbed it, and it was the first one out of the carton. Like, snapped it off, shut the door, poof, all the light goes out in the kitchen, so it's completely dark. I peeled the top of the Jell-O pudding snack while watching the movie, and in the small light that's coming from the TV, in this totally dark room, the top of the pudding snack looks a little different. But I'm hungry, so screw it, right? Grab a spoon, put it in my mouth. I immediately noticed that it's a little different. Dare I say, crunchy? I'm like, what the? Turn on the light, stick out my tongue, and the spoonful that I had of this Jell-O pudding snack, along with the rest of it, was solid green. Chocolate pudding snack. And I had a Chia Pet in place of it. And I was like, ha! Ha! My friend jumps up off the couch, he's like, what? Oh, dude! My food is in my mouth! Food is in my mouth! He's like, no, it's small, man. They make medicine out of it and stuff. I'm like, no! Threw it in the sink, grabbed a bunch of lighter fluid. Whole sink's on fire. Alarm starts going off. I'm like,